Today I'm going to show you how you can scale your Google Maps service business by doing a few things that you're probably not aware of right now. So the whole video is going to be about the mistakes I made and how you can avoid my mistakes and how you can multiply the things that I did right. Okay, so make sure you watch this whole video. It's going to be a good one, I think. Before we get started, like, subscribe, and turn on alerts so you don't miss any of my future videos. So I'm pretty excited to talk about this. If you're a competitor of mine, you're probably thinking, why the hell would he even bother talking about this? Why would he talk about this? Because I'm his competitor. I'm going to start using the same principles. I'm going to start copying what he does. And while that may be true, I don't really care about competition that much, to be honest, because I have my own way to market. I have my way to succeed in business, right? I have my own approach, so I'm not worried about that. I actually want to see more competition, okay? I'm not too worried. So what I want to tell you in this video is the mistakes I made, okay? So let's start with this. I made several mistakes. I want you to understand where I started, how I got started, so you can see my path. So many of you guys know me as the Google My Business verification service provider that I am, and that's what I've been doing, right? But I've also been providing other services. I also have other sources of income other than Google My Business, but this is pretty much my main business right now, okay? More or less. It's my main business. You can say that. So when I got started, okay, and this probably is obvious, but I'm still gonna talk about it. When I got started, it was super important that I had to get my hands dirty, that I really had to do what was necessary for me to really learn the skills that are important if you want to become successful in this line of business. So I didn't just get started because I wanted to make money. Yeah, of course, but I love learning new processes. I love learning new business models. I love building stuff. I am a business builder. That's what I enjoy. Of course, it's about the money, okay? I'm not gonna bullshit you. It is about the money. But if you're just aiming for the money, chances are you will never get a lot of money because you're just focused on generating revenue, but it's not what your business requires. What your business requires from you is to retain customers and get new customers. That's where your focus should really be. When I got started, it was obviously challenging, like any new business is. I did not hire people until I was very profitable. And the reason why I didn't hire people right away was not because I wanted to save money, was not because I was so obsessed with, okay, I don't want anyone to touch my business because I don't want anyone to screw it up. No, that's not why. The reason is because I want to understand every single facet of this business before I introduce an assistant. Because how can I ever train someone if I don't even understand the process myself? That's what you have to understand. You need to have mastered the process yourself before you hire virtual assistants. That's rule number one. That's rule number one. So, once I got to the point where I was really profitable, I'm not just saying $1,000 or $2,000 a month. I would say $5,000 to $8,000 a month. I started hiring people, okay? Because at that point, I already knew the process. I knew what was involved. I knew how much time everything takes. I knew what I should do, what I shouldn't do, and I wanted to transfer all those skills, all those lessons to my assistant. So what I did is I hired someone online to help me with this, and there were a few lessons that I learned from my experience working with virtual assistants over the internet. I learned that it's a lot easier if you hire people on a fixed project basis because you pay them. For instance, hey, you know what? You design me a graphic and I pay you $20 for the graphic. So they can't really say, hey, you know what? It took me 8 hours to design this graphic. So paying someone a fixed price per project is a lot more controllable. It's a lot more realistic than hiring someone by the hour. Because if you hire someone by the hour, what are they going to be focused on? They're going to be focused on getting as many hours as possible, ignoring what they actually need to do. And that's especially true, that's very true when working with people over the internet, because it's really hard to supervise people. Yeah, you can install Time Doctor. Yes, you can use other hour tracking software that is available. But do you really want to spend a lot of time just monitoring people, like looking at screenshots? And even then, it only takes a screenshot every 5 to 10 minutes. So you can't really know what that person did 2 minutes before. And it can work, hiring people by the hour can work, but it's not my preferred way. And so I just think that a lot of virtual assistants want to get as many hours as possible, and they're not really focused on the profits of the business, or they're not really focused on accomplishing tasks. But that's what they should be focused on, They should be focused on good customer support. So that did not work out well. So what I did is I hired someone locally in the US, because that person is sitting now right next to me, and I see exactly what she does every minute, right? That's pretty powerful, because that increases her productivity by a lot. Whereas if we were working online, there are too many distractions for people. Like, a lot of people can't work from home because there's just too much going on, right? For instance, they got a kid at home, and it's a little toddler. The toddler's running around, it's making noise, and it's taking all the attention away from your assistant. I mean, that's just an example, right? They might have a dog, they might have a husband, they might have parents that are pulling them away because they want their attention, right? So I'm not saying that that people can't work from home. I'm just saying that I wouldn't hire them by the hour if they work from home, for me personally. So I work from an office, okay? And I have tested this, I have tried this, and it's just so much better now. It's so much better now because, first of all, I have her right next to me. I can tell her exactly what she needs to do. I can train her much faster. Everything is so much better. Plus, she needs to be on time. Plus, it's also that it's more personal. You create a whole different relationship if you work with people from an office than if you work with people online, because online they're probably working with other people. So I have this person working for me now part-time. I'm probably going to turn her full-time, or I'm going to hire another person that's going to work for me part or full-time. We'll see. But it's been an incredible experience, and I wish I had done it sooner, much sooner. I really wish, but can't wish. In business you test, and if something shouldn't work out, guess what? You're going to stop doing it and you try something new. That's what evolving entrepreneurs do. So you got to be willing to make the necessary changes so you can create the desired outcome that you want in your business. So this has been working very well. So you learned about my mistake, which was hiring people online by the hour. Super hard to supervise them, really difficult, and I didn't like it that much. I still hire people online for all kinds of different tasks, like, for instance, designing graphics is one of them, writing is one of them, editing is one of them, like those kind of things, But for someone to work for you part of full time, I want to have them right next to me. And one of the things I did right is a lot, actually. Not because, I was lucky, not because I worked hard or hustled. No, because I have experience. I have like a decade worth of experience working online, running my own business. So I used all of those skills that I learned to make this business right now much better than anything I had before. And the next one that I'm going to have is probably going to be much better than this one, because I learn, I love learning. Not just like technical skills, not just whatever, a new business model, but I think the key thing, right, if you want to go from like whatever, 30 to 50K a year to like 200 to 300K a year, if you have a service, you got to learn new skills. You got to learn very, very different skills. And one of the skills is that you need to learn how to work with people. You need to learn what inspires people. You need to just build a team. That's what I learned. Okay, and it just went a long way. And now that I've implemented the offline assistant stuff, it's just gonna be much better than before. So just see where you're at in your business. Okay, if you're just starting out, if you're like just like trying to create survival income, whatever that's going to be for you, it always depends on where you live. If you live in Asia, you don't need 30K a year to live comfortably. You probably only need like maybe 10 to 20K a year. It could even be less than 10K a year depending on where you live. I have no idea about that. But just like set the first goal, which is always to create survival income. Okay, and you do all the work yourself. You learn the business model. You get your hands dirty. You make mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. And as you grow, once you have created survival income and you want to go to like 3x or 5x survival income, that's when you can start hiring like one person that's gonna focus on a task that takes most of your time. Whatever that would be, I don't know. And have that person like specialize in one skill first. Have him or her spend like 20 to 40 hours a week just learning one skill, like becoming good at one skill. So it's going to take a lot of weight off of you. And that's extremely powerful because it frees up your mind, frees up your time, and you can focus on the things that are really important in your business. And those things are usually sales and marketing. Sales and marketing are the most important skills that you can ever learn, because that's what will get any business ahead. It's not knowing how to like put something together. That's really important too. You need this for sure. If you don't have that, you need to partner up with someone that does. But the most important thing, what sells everything and anything, is sales and marketing. Sales and marketing, that's where all the money should go, because you want to grow your business. So again, think about where you're at in your business and make your decisions based on your current income. Now, this is really crucial stuff. I'm very happy that we had time to discuss it in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, if you want to share your experience, if you want me to discuss other things in the next video, leave a comment below. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now. Again, help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Hit the like button and also turn on alerts. And thank you again for watching. I see you on the next video.